Welcome to This Startup is Being Recorded. This recording is improvised fiction. Similarities between it and the real world are entirely intentional. Now, enjoy the recording.
All right, hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I'm gonna record this stand-up, so I guess just before we get started, for anyone who's listening, we are a couch marketplace startup. Our name's in flux. We were Meta Market, but names don't matter. I've realized it's not about the name, it's about the vision. And our vision is to change, trade, give everyone a more comfortable seat at the table, and we will do that no matter what our identity is. I'm Kate Banchette. I'm the chief of staff here. I work under John. John's not here. He's taking his normal couple weeks after MLK Day, kind of around Valentine's Day, a few weeks before spring break vacation. But yeah. Let's go around.
Great. I'm Calathea Nararlova. I am the Chief Creative Czar at Meta Market, soon to be renamed.
Very soon.
I am Matt.Yachts. That's also my domain where you can learn more about me. And I'm the CTO here at company soon to be, et cetera, and so on.
No, this is getting so old.
Yep. Eric Joy Carter, Chief Product Officer at company to be recompanied with renamed. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I know we all have a lot going on. Like, I feel like the stand-up could go super fast, frankly. So
Great.
Let's just jump through the updates. Anyone want to go first?
I can go first. I just have a real quick update. We've been partnering with Des Moines on a really great campaign. A lot of people are moving out of the city into places like Des Moines because of the pandemic, buying big McMansions that to be filled with a lot of couches. So we are targeting them to get them to buy couches through us. This is super great because in 6 months, once they go to a state fair and realize that's the only social gathering of the entire year, and they move back to those big cities, we also then re-hit them to sell those couches on our marketplace.
Yep. Nice.
Amazing. That is a much shorter, lifetime cycle than couches normally have.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really helpful, and we know the demographics, so we can just consistently hit them, and we have been really successful in getting both the purchases of their couches and the selling of their couches, because it is a quick turnaround in Des Moines, let me tell you.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, I wonder how long, this isn't a projections meeting, but I wonder how long that'll last, Feels like a short-term bump, but then again, the pandemic was supposed to be a short-term bump. Right. Anyway, sorry, I might as well go. I'm exhausted. I'm on pager duty again, and we put up, as you all know, we've been working on pulling out the hard-coded term Meta Market from the app, the servers, all of the microservices in the back end, several different third-party services that we use. And I'm on pager duty this week, so I keep getting notifications anytime one accidentally pops up. It's not difficult work. I just get to take them and fire them off into our bug system. But you would be... there's another... There's another one. Somebody else can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go real quick. Obviously, we're having the company voting contest about what type of dessert machine we should get. Right now, it's kind of tied between crepe maker, snow cone machine, and specialty soft serve. I'm just I'm really concerned about some of these options because obviously we have Jen, who's allergic to dairy, and we have a few people who have claimed they're allergic to snow, which I don't know how that's true, but I just am... yeah.
That feels very contrarian.
Well,
yeah.
Can we not do the snow cone maker? I've been a little salty the last couple of days. I may have told some people to write in that they were allergic to snow. I know one.
Wow.
Snowballs are personal to me, especially not having the knockoff of snow cones
right.
here.
Yeah.
Which is normally a petty thing that I wouldn't bring up, but I've just been dealing with this other issue that is it's making me less joyful than I normally would be.
Oh.
Got it.
What's I mean,
Yeah,
should we
so-
dig into that? What's been going on?
Yeah, that's my thing, and I'm glad we're all here to talk about it. I could use another point of view. So the investors, sent in a couple other requests to tie to the funding round, as you all know. One of which was illogically to get our site compliant with GDPR, even though we're not selling any couches or operating a marketplace in the EU.
Right.
They felt like it was important to prepare for the next round of funding. So Lars from engineering and David on product have been digging into this, and they've just hit a complete impasse. We tried to scope this down as small as possible. Put up the slightly annoying cookies dialogue. The things things you have to do. And I don't mean to pick on Lars, Matt, but he has gone through every page of documentation out there on the law and the case law, and he keeps coming up with these ridiculous edge cases that we just don't have time for. And he's just I think he's just scared of us getting sued, which I understand.
Well,
but
yeah. I mean, oh no, you weren't you weren't at the meeting when legal talked with Dev about this.
oh no.
Wait,
yeah.
Dev and legal are not supposed to be alone together in a room.
Well, I mean, this is part of why. And I would say Lars was asking some fairly good questions.
Yep.
And he was punished severely for that. So, I'm not too surprised. It's a
Punished
complicated situation,
severely?
right? Well, I'm trying to see it from legal's perspective, but I think it was unnecessarily harsh.
Yeah.
It's complicated stuff, right? Like, we're already flirting with CCPA stuff, and California's law is so close to GDPR that in many ways the same interventions are going to work.
Right.
But kudos to Lars. He's really kind of shouldered a burden to learn this. Although
And this is why
I guess
and
it
this is
sounds
why-
like it's going
yeah.
a little far.
Exactly. I want to reward Lars for taking this on so proactively and being, a good steward of the company. But it's getting to a ridiculous point. Let me just the one we can't agree on is, so you can get a couch embroidered with your name.
Mm-hmm.
And Lars wants us to have a personal data removal process for embroidered couches.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can ask to have your data removed. You can remove consent under GDPR, and
Yeah.
he wants us to be able to have the name disappear off the couch, and that's ridiculous. Nobody's ever going to ask to have their name unembroidered from the couch. We maybe we just don't need to do this right now.
Eric, it's I mean, the bit of this that I've studied is people don't, under the GDPR, they don't have to explicitly ask for the embroidery to be removed. They make a blanket request that MetaMarket deletes all of their personal information, and it's actually up to us to hunt that down wherever it lives and destroy it. And if that means that someone like put their spouse's name on a couch and then they through us, and then they also sold that couch through us, that's still within our chain of custody. Oh,
But
God.
we don't keep the couch. I mean, it is technically in the person's property. And so, like, when we say delete the data, we would be only deleting the record that we would need for the name. Is that correct?
I mean, and theoretically, if the couch were to be put up to be resold through the marketplace, and it were to enter our custody, it would
it could
become
return.
again our responsibility
Yeah.
to find that out. But in order to keep track of what couches we need to remove the embroidery from when they come in, we need to save a record
We have to hold on to the personal data
of this person's data. And
Do you think this is going to be a problem in Des Moines? Because there are a lot of, embroidered couches there. I mean, people, their rents are reduced. They've got money to spare. And I mean, like I said, they come back into the marketplace. I mean, sometimes within 3 to 6 months.
And we've started like partnering with Zola to do those marriage couches so that,
Oh,
happy,
no.
holy matrimony,
Yeah.
Sarah and Brian.
Right.
Yeah, and we found, the rash of post-quarantine, like post-vaccination divorces was, really high. We've seen a
Right.
lot of those couches be sold.
Yeah. Oh, nuts.
I bet this is also a really bad time to talk about revenge embroidering too,
Oh, yeah.
What's revenge embroidering?
where you put, somebody who wronged you's secret is embroidered in the couch, and then
Oh
you kind of
God.
basically catfish them into buying that couch and seeing their shame there.
Oh. Is what kind of moderation tools do we have on this? I mean, could people be doxing folks through our couch embroidery system? We haven't seen. Please tell me we haven't seen any evidence of that.
Can we just pull up real quick, like some of the most
Yeah.
recent embroidery requests?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's just go through a few. I bet these cases like never happen. We always think of things that
Oh,
really are.
jeez. How is that? 3 of the first 10 results are phone numbers?
Oh.
Who would put a phone? I guess like a promotional couch would want a phone number, I guess. Maybe that.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me
What else?
do a
Maybe I
quick.
Yeah, maybe
did a
these
weird
are
query.
commercial phone numbers.
I'm doing a
like-
reverse lookup of. Oh, that is not a commercial number. Yeah. No, this is a person who was being doxxed politically. Wow. They were running for city council and opposition.
Where?
Yeah. It was.
Wait. In opposition to who?
That looks like it was left out of this article. I just have this little snippet from, I don't even recognize this town.
Wait,
The zip code looks like it's near Des Moines.
I'm. How exactly did Bugsby get on the ballot for the city council of Cedar Rapids?
Oh, Bugsby was just inspired by the couch to get into the political game.
And then Bugsby used our platform to dox his opponent?
Listen,
Yeah,
we
that's the
nobody
319
here
area
is
code. That's Cedar.
nobody here is saying that, right? For all we know, Bugsby ran a very clean campaign.
I'm just putting pieces together.
I agree. The evidence is 100% there.
I mean, these other 2 phone numbers in the top 10, these are also 319 area codes.
Why would Bugsby do that?
Could they be
Bugsby
associated
has
with
the merits of himself. I did not teach my son to cheat.
It's technically not cheating. It's just like a terrible tactic that people use now. Let's go through a few other. Can you pull up the next 10, Eric? Let's solve one problem at a time.
These look like Twitter image links.
Oh.
Okay, someone pull them up.
I feel like the
Someone
more
has
we
to do
look
it.
into this, the more we look into this, the more we're incriminating Bugsby.
I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna open a private browser. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up a Tor browser window.
Yeah. Okay. If I look 6 months ago, I start to see normal first names, normal first and last names, a couple names.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
some of
good.
these early ones. Sorry, I'm waiting.
Looks totally fine. Yeah.
Gotta update the Tor browser. Yeah,
the
there's some
last
key ones.
couple
People moved in
days.
together, anniversaries.
Perfect.
Together forever.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Very reasonable. The last 2 weeks.
Are more interesting.
Yes.
Sorry, circling back to like a little while ago, you mentioned something about CCPA and like we have to follow that. So when we get a lot of support requests that are people like, I would like to delete my account, and we usually say, okay, it's been deleted. but we just changed their password so they can't get in. Is that not right?
Definitely not.
Yeah, no. Under California privacy law, I mean, technically, if they are not a resident of California, we don't have to honor that request, but it's rare that companies would choose not to.
Yeah.
We're supposed to delete any records associated with that person, at least in so much as they contain identifying information. And there's a pretty broad definition of identifying information.
Okay, well, we just
Dude, this is the kind of stuff. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I was excited about Lars working on.
Yeah.
we did
I've never,
change.
I haven't audited this stuff. Do we not have like customer data deletion functions? I really got to get into our internal APIs.
Yeah, the admin tool is pretty limiting.
It's very manual.
Yeah, I just you don't think it's a problem if we like changed all the passwords to password, right?
I'm sorry, we do what?
What?
Well, we find that not very many people use password as their password. Some do, but not many. So we think that's a safe password to change their password to.
How do we know that?
Because in the admin tool, there's this table with user data. So we just like go in and look at their password to change their password to something else.
Oh my God. This isn't...
I don't know.
That's
But
no,
I guess-
that can't be right, Kate, because the login system, I mean, I've looked at this schema before. I'm looking at it now. We clearly hash their passwords. It's exactly like I'm looking at the code when they sign in. We check this table. Yeah, looks good. And then, what is this? And when there's a successful login, we write an entry.
Yeah, we had an
What's
issue
this?
like a while ago where we didn't know what to change their passwords to because we would change it to something that was already their password, like 1234, and then we just thought the solution was to know their password to change their password to something else. So
I feel really bad about this because it used to be the creative team's job to come up with creative passwords that you could replace them with. And we just, we've been working too hard on the name and Bugsby to really like provide that service to you all.
I mean, it's okay. It's super easy for our support team to be able to go in
yeah. Okay. Kate, what other steps do we have when we offboard a customer like this? We change their password. Do we also make sure to delete their saved addresses or any payment methods that they've stored with us and social media account that they've tied in?
Nope, none of those things. But it's because we want to try to get them to be users later. At one point, we wanted to do surveys for people that had offboarded, and so we have a weekly email survey that goes to them, a monthly mailer, bi-weekly text message campaigns to try to re-engage them. Okay. I know this might be new to you, but I just thought the support team could do more than we were, and I thought you guys would appreciate it.
Okay. I don't know that we're going to resolve this. Here we're getting away from stand-up, but
Yeah.
this is
Fair.
very bad. This is extremely bad. By changing people's passwords to very easily guessed passwords, automatically guessable passwords, we're opening up their accounts to all kinds of malicious hacking, or if they have any stalkers or pranksters. It makes it very easy to get into their account, and because we haven't deleted any of their payment information, there could be a whole underground market using reset password accounts to move couches or potentially make
forth.
other transactions.
Back and forth in Iowa, perhaps.
Oh,
Wait,
like from
what are you
the
saying?
large cities to Des
Yeah.
Moines
Maybe there's
and back again.
a bot network.
Well, look, we have this table of passwords. I might as well.
way more
You're saying
couch sales than you would expect for that number of people.
All right, yeah. So we have from users with this password. Let's go ahead and join this table. Who have sold a couch? Who have bought a couch in the last 90 days, and then who sold it again within the last 90 days to now. And their previous login activity did not match before the password change. Oh. Calathea, what were the numbers we had on those Des Moines hot swappers?
Yeah, we had about 3,000 active who did both. It was 3,102 active who both worked with us to buy a couch and sell a couch in the past 6 months since we started the campaign.
Okay. I'm seeing about 2,900 couches moved by deleted accounts in that time period.
So this might be not relevant, but I feel like I should bring it up. I read an article the other day about kind of like the uptick in illegal drug trafficking in Iowa and the methods of moving it, primarily being like household seating.
This would explain why, the couches in most cases, I just assumed that, Des Moines and New York, like couches would sell at a premium, but there is generally a large change, even from a new to used couch. Like most people are making money off of selling their couches in New York.
Yeah, and there's a handful that seem to be a nexus for this activity. Kind of a hub that many of these couches have passed through one or more times.
Let's just change their passwords to something else.
Or we could delete the accounts.
How?
It's a database. You delete stuff from it. I could do that now. We'd be potentially wiping out records of self-dealing, drug trafficking, and credit card fraud.
Oh. Okay. Let's...
I am just... Obviously, there are so many issues with the optics of this whole situation. But I think also we should just remember that on Des Moines, we ran on, like, Nancy Reagan-esque say no to drugs, really strict campaign.
Oh, God.
Because of these issues. And that's why Bugsy was running in Cedar Rapids. We found it so effective to be the face of drug-free couches.
Okay.
That
I think we can knock these two birds out of the air with one thrown couch cushion.
Are you leaning towards throne?
How do you?
Sorry.
No. Like the past tense of throw. Eric, how do you like this? We solve the embroidery problem. We flag every couch that we've embroidered or not, especially any in the Des Moines area, to come back through our facility.
Mm-hmm.
We tear those things open, and if there are drugs inside, we dispose of them. I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be up to the warehouse team.
You definitely. What are some ideas of how to dispose of drugs? We got.
I don't know. Everything burns.
Yeah, we've dealt with more difficult contraband before, so. Yeah, so we'd just be out the cost of the shipping. That's a small price to pay for dealing with this, and we can just turn off the embroidery feature for a while. Let's take that away. People will maybe hit our net promoter score, but we can solve that problem in a few months, and then we can.
Yeah, I mean,
roll out GDPR.
We let
I
them
think
know.
it's great.
It's for their privacy, right? We're doing this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Turn it into a feature. There you
It's
go.
a compliance
Yeah.
issue.
I think you can really spin it as one for the privacy, but two, like, in this world of constant change, we know nothing's permanent.
Hey, there you go.
That's some teamwork. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, maybe this is a good time to introduce our disposable couches with that campaign.
Well, can you remind me?
Yeah, no, we thought, what's the best way to sell more? And it's just, if people don't have couches that last very long. And so the idea is that after a month or two, your couch actually kind of turns into an option to do a bonfire, right? Like, people like couch bonfires anyway. So there's just sort of a cool chemical we found that turns wood way more flammable, and it's sort of a delayed release thing.
When was that going on again?
What we did over the holidays, when we had a couple weeks to just like play around while a lot of people were on vacation. Disposable flammable couches were one of the ideas.
Sorry, are we shipping these?
Just
Do
in
we have
beta.
these in the wild?
Yeah.
When did the beta start?
It was we were sort of getting organic demand for it before New Year's when we started kind of a guerrilla social media campaign. I know this is like pretty much all of your guys' domains that we probably shouldn't be doing it, but
No.
Could we check the Bugsby couches, please? I don't want to think the worst about our mascot instead, but could we just check what type of couches Bugsby's got embroidered?
Yeah, let's pull all the embroidered couches. Let's pull all the disposable couches. We did a big marketing campaign with Flakes by Georges, which is also flammable. So
Right.
this
Yeah.
is not a good combination.
I had to spend a lot of time on a boat to get Flakes by Jorge.
Jorge,
to partner
I'm sorry.
With us. It's okay. And if they find out that we potentially put them in another flaming fire liability, I mean,
The idea
might
is
as
people
well have just a
move the
semester at
couch-
sea here.
We've got to pull it all back. We've got to
Okay,
pull it
we'll
all
pull
back.
it all back.
Yeah,
We
I'm
settle
looking-
down and
Every
hold off on new ideas.
every one of the beta couches was put through the embroidery program. I'm pulling those now. Okay, we definitely have our phone numbers are in there.
Okay.
Though there are those Twitter image links. Gosh, I forgot to open that. I think my Tor browser is updated, so I can. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to look at that during this meeting. We'll just assume. Okay. Yeah, I think. What is the time clock on those flammable couches?
2 months. So it's been about a month, which means they'd be at like 50% flammability at the moment.
So they would go on flame 2 weeks before city council elections.
Yeah, I mean, they won't flame by themselves 100%. It's only if they're in a environment that's like 75 degrees or warmer.
That just makes
that's
it worse, Kate.
Kate, that's a regular room temperature. A lot of rooms are that temperature.
What? No. Winter, everyone keeps it at like 62, 63.
What?
Sure.
No!
That's absolutely not true. And if
Wait,
it was
is-
that cold, then they would put electric blankets and other things on their couches. Do you know the human body is 98.6 degrees, and sitting on a couch will warm it up?
Oh, God.
Okay, we're recalling
Yeah.
Yeah.
the beta
yeah.
couches. I'm flagging all of these password accounts for deletion as soon as we can securely save their history somewhere. And rather than have, Kate, I know, like, you are excellent with your responsibilities, and I do not want you to hear this as taking something away from your team, but I would like, in lieu of customer service handling those, to please forward those to dev until we have a tool built for you to delete people's data.
Okay, we could do that.
Thank you. Oh, God. Okay.
I will be out at the office for the rest of the week, it's come to my attention that I think the Cedar Rapids campaign team greatly needs some attention. So I will be out there.
Okay, that's not officially company business, right? I mean, Bugsby's emancipated.
I know this. I understand if you want me to take it off as personal time. I'm happy to take it off as personal time, but
We
I
have
mean,
unlimited
it was
PTO. It's fine.
it was run through our services. Bugsby still is our mascot for the time being, and if you remember what I was saying, these are the dangers of having a mascot who, has a mind of its own. So I feel like this is a pretty big potential for a PR disaster, and just a parenting disaster. So I'm just gonna go and have a talk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I just got oh, sorry. It's another hard-coded meta market popped up.
that feels much less important than
somebody looking at our privacy page.
Okay. Okay. Well, on that note, it seems everyone has plenty to do, so maybe we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Great.
snow
Okie
cones,
dokie.
please.
Can we at least get
Yes.
like those Italian flavored syrups then? I just want the syrups.
Oh yeah, the syrups are great. Okay. Yeah.
What would you do with those by themselves?
I'll put them in
Drink
soda
that.
water, put them in coffee,
Yeah.
drizzle them over a piece of cheesecake, all
Oh,
kinds of things.
yeah.
Okay, maybe our dessert bar will just be soda flavors.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. One thing resolved. A few to go.
Yeah.
I'll stop the recording now.
This meeting has ended. To subscribe to This Startup is Being Recorded, go to the podcast player of your choice and tap a button that likely says subscribe. More content is on Twitter at StartupRecorded, or shoot us an email with ideas, feedback, or your personal startup horror story at hello@startuprecorded.com. Kate is played by Valerie Garrison. Valerie is a health tech product manager and regularly plays with the improv troupe Letters to Chicken online. You can find her on Twitter at @thevalgaris. Eric is played by Barry Wright. Barry is a product manager at Spotify and a co-founder of Highwire Improv. Find him by his name on LinkedIn, where he holds regular office hours, or at highwireimprov.com. Matt is played by Marty McGuire. Marty is a senior web engineer and improviser in New York City. You can find Marty's comedy, code, and cats on his website at mmg.re. Calathea is played by Robin Stegman. Robin is a digital campaign manager for Ocean Conservancy and is a comedian mostly found at Highwire Improv. You can find her on all the social medias, and she does mean all, at @rstegi. Thank you for listening.